Alright, this is day 4 of the 100 days of SwiftUI. I'm trying out my Mac camera, so quality might not be as good, but I don't feel like plugging in my real mic. But today we did annotations and summarized the complex data, and we also did checkpoint too. I'm really liking these checkpoints. I wish they had more of them because I learned better when actually like implementing it. But yeah, let me go over the real quick. Xcode. So this checkpoint 2, let me open up annotations. So annotations is mainly just setting up, defining what type of data we're going to have before we do the, I mean, it works for simple and complex data sets. So like we can just do like let surname equal lasso. And because we did a string, we're naturally going to like, the Swift is automatically going to know that this variable is a string because we already put it in. We could do it in other ways where we do string equals Roy, so we identify that it's going to be string. And this obviously looks like an extra step, but it works in long term when we do things like this example right here. Let's username equal and then identify the string, and then we write code. And then later on, when we have to pull in the variable, it'll only work with the string. So I could definitely see how that's going to be useful later on. But yeah, we did it with an array, with arrays right here. Dictionaries, we identify integer, then string, and then we do integer string. And then same with sets, where we identify that it's going to be strings. We did different ways we could identify an array. These 3 right here all do the same thing. My bad, I'm so tired today. But yeah, examples of how to set up an array without strings, so we could later on append data into it. So I could do something like cities dot append and then data, and then I could do print cities, and then it should just show up as one data point of data. If I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, right here, data. That's the one data set, one data point I put in the array. And then what else? Similarly with enums, we could do when we're identifying a variable, we do UI style.light, so we would call the enum. And then once we call it once, whenever we call back to that variable, we could just do dot, and then whatever else is in that enum. And because we already mentioned UI style once, it works. But yeah, that was annotations. And then the checkpoint was to, instructions were create an array of strings, then write some code that prints the number of items in that array and also the number of unique items in the array. So right here I created an array. I also used the append function to add some more just so I could practice. And then I made a new variable called array count, and I counted how much, and I printed array count. So we got 5. Now to do duplicates or unique items, that's when sets come in, because sets don't count duplicates. So right here I do first, second, and then I add a third. So that's 4 data points in there. But when I count, it only shows up as 3 because first shows up twice. So it counts it as 1. Alright, so that is day 4, annotations and checkpoint 2. Yeah, day 5 tomorrow. I'm really starting to get tired of this, I'm not going to lie. I did not feel like making a video today, but the grind continues.